Hey, this is Kimberly from Speak Beautiful, and I am here with Bilal. Okay, so just as a heads up, as opposed to being the typical interview person, I will totally be fangirl. If you don't know what fangirl is, it is the chick that's just like mouth open, like in awe. This is the first time I pulled out my microphone since I've been in the Superdome, and everybody is here in the Ford VIP Lounge. Bilal, what you doing right now? Tell us. I am completely in love with everything about your vocal range. I majored in music, which is what I didn't say, and I mostly talk about cars, but you are the quintessential renaissance man of everything. I want to say R&B and soul, but you really kind of like cross over into a little bit of rock, and then I'm a fan of James Taylor. I mean, you got a folk feel to you. Come on, catch us all up for everybody that ain't got their pulse on the, of everything. Catch us up.
Well, if people want to get catched up, I just put out a new album, like on the 30th of this month. So if you want to check out what I'm doing, go check out my new album, In Another Life. It's on iTunes. You can buy it anywhere. It's in the stores. Just check it out. It's produced by Adrian Young. Kendrick Lamar is on there.
Really?
Big Crib. Kimbra.
Kimbra, did you say Kimbra?
Kimbra. You know Kimbra?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good friend of mine. So my girlie.
Oh my God.
She's a sweetheart. It's on there. So, if you want to check out what I'm doing, listen to that.
Okay, so back to Fangirl. I want to ask you like I said, I already prefaced everybody. It's gonna sound like Fangirl because I'm totally Bilal. But what do you need with duets and compilations? And I know that strategically it makes sense from a marketing perspective, but you hold your shit by yourself. What is the determining factor for you to work with somebody else? Because your standards have to be super high. Your range is ridiculous.
I just work with people that I like. That's it. Somebody that I respect their music.
And it's that simple. Okay, what else are you doing here at the Essence Fest?
I just performed tonight, and tonight, I don't know, I'm just hanging out now.
You done working?
Done.
What does Bilal do in his spare time?
Go hang out. I'm going to go see Solange DJ, then I'm going to go see Badu DJ.
That's
just
right.
Hang.
They both are DJing. When I tell you, okay, so backstory, I went to take a selfie, a shameful selfie on the Step and Repeat, and I was on my way back, and I almost lost my shit because I saw Bilal.
She did lose her shit, but I picked it up and I smeared it on her. Like, is this your shit?
Yeah, quiet as this kept. We're not monkeys in Zoo Atlanta. But anyway.
Yes, you are.
Hey, what's your biggest inspiration in your music?
Life.
So whatever season you are in, you write for it?
Absolutely.
In a way, I kind of feel like that's what sets you apart from everybody else. You don't feel like a pressure to conform to what is working for that particular season of music. You conform to what's working in your life. Am I oversimplifying or adding words to your, is that true?
Yeah, absolutely true.
Okay, so yes, I should stop asking direct answers, yes or no questions. All right.
Oh, very true.
Okay, so if you were comparing your last album to this album, what's the biggest delineator, both creativity-wise as well as lifestyle-wise? What's the biggest delineator between where you were then, that season, and this season now?
Well, my last album, before this album, I was writing a lot about just love and finding love again, and reassuring myself and the world, that love still exists. On this album, it's more of a socially conscious kind of an album, and I'm talking about the social ills of the world and what's going on, in the world, and what I feel I could put out there to kind of change people's thoughts and maybe contribute, to change.
What was the trigger for that? I know that's an obvious question, but what was the trigger for that?
The news, everything that's going on with the black community right now. People's dying left and right, and the powers that be, the people in positions of power are abusing that shit right now, and Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? I just did a show in Baltimore and dedicated the whole show to Freddie Gray. We're still living in the year, what was 2015, and people are still burning churches down and going into black churches and shooting people up. It's a lot of stuff going on out there that needs to fucking change.
Is it your responsibility to be a role model, or to be a voice, or just to be an artist?
It's my responsibility to be an artist, and what an artist does is makes people think. An artist ain't here to just write a bunch of fucking love songs, and that's just my opinion. Cats can listen to a bunch of stuff that's already been done, but the people that last the test of time, they talk about more than love. We talk about the universal love, and that's what's constant, and that's what's real.
Man, I could ask you more and more questions, but I want to be respectful of your time.
Yes, because I gotta go.
Bye, Bilal. You're a goofball.